So now, when we talk about liability, there are different types of liability. Okay, so the first one is called tort. Okay, so we discuss these again in contracts as I mentioned earlier. But tort is a civil wrong committed by one person which ends up causing damage to another person or property. Okay, it could be emotional well-being also or reputation. All these things you can go to a court. This is a civil lawsuit. Most of the smaller issues are dealt through the so-called tort. Okay, there must be an injury or damage before you can go to the court. Injury doesn't mean physical injury, damage doesn't mean physical damage, but you must have an injury or damage before you can go to a court under this tort law. Tort law is concerned with compensation only, or let me put it this way, mostly with compensation, and rarely it will go to what is called punitive, making an example of yourself so that nobody else will do what you did. Those are called punitive and exemplary damages. Okay, so the idea here is, hey, you got some loss because of this, so let us compensate you. You are going to the court to get compensation for the loss you incurred. That is the purpose of tort law. So it is like your judge judy kind of thing, right? You go to judge judy, you tell what happened, and the judge judy would say, okay, I hear you, you should get compensation for what you did. Okay, then you have strict liability in tort. So if you are making a product, guys, let us say you made uh, a exercise ball. Okay, I don't know why I said that, but since I said exercise ball, let us talk about it. So you made a exercise ball. It is supposed to handle weights up to 250 pounds. You are a 150-pound person and you sat on it and the balloon burst. Okay, and you got injured. Your butt got hurt. You ended up in hospital, right? So injured party wins if the injury can be proven, meaning if you can prove you sat on that ball collapsed and you got injured, you win the case. You do not need to prove that the company or the people that designed that ball were negligent. You don't need to. Or they breached anything. Okay, so as I said, this is called strict liability. So this strict liability generally applies when you have a product involved. When you manufacture a product and sell it, people expect that product to be perfect because they bought that product because they assumed or they expected the product to be perfect. Okay, so the strict liability applies mostly for products and the manufacturing.